Hi students, I am Payal Christie and you can subscribe my channel on YouTube for more videos. And today we are going to study Standard 11th Commerce, Subject English from the Hornbill book, The Voice of the Rain, and the poet of this poem is Walt Whitman. And we are going to study the first part of the poem. Before starting the poem, let's have a brief introduction of the poet. Walt Whitman was an American poet, essayist, journalist, one of the influential poets of American literature. He is also known as the father of free verse. Now, The Voice of the Rain is a poem that celebrates rain and its natural cycle for the benefit of earth and the life that it supports. There is a very beautiful conversation between the poet and the rain in this poem. So, this is something we can say a strange thing, that here the poet, he has a very beautiful conversation between him and the rain. So when we talk about the conversation with the rain, so here the figure of speech, that is personification, because we know that the non-living things are, when they are given human quality, so here the rain is given the human quality of speaking. So here basically the main figure of speech is personification. Now let's see what is there in the poem. And who art thou? Said I to the soft falling shower, which strange to tell gave me an answer as here translated. So this poem is a beautiful conversation between the poet and the rain, as I told you in the beginning only. The poet and the rain are talking to each other. And who art thou? This is a question asked. Said I. So I here represents the poet, and the name of the poet is Walt Whitman. So the poet is asking rain, who are you? Art thou means who art thou means who are you? That is a question in the beginning asked by the poet to the rain. Said I to the soft falling shower. Now who is a shower here? It is a rain. How is it falling? It is falling very softly. So when the rain is falling down softly, the poet is asking, who are you? This is a question asked by poet to the rain. With strange to tell, gave me an answer. Now he is saying that it is very strange. As I told you in the beginning also, that this poem is a little bit strange for us. Why? Because there is a conversation between the poet and the rain. And he is saying that it is very strange because the rain answered to the poet's question. Now what was the question? The poet asked, who are you? And the rain immediately gave an answer. And as here translated means, this is what the rain answered. Whatever the answer is given by the rain to the poet's question, that is translated here. That I am the poem of earth, said the voice of rain. The rain answered that it was the poem of earth. This was the answer given by the rain. So what does the rain mean by calling itself the poem of the earth? Now why the rain? What does the rain wants to tell us by calling itself the poem of the earth? so that you will understand at the end of the poem. We will just discuss about it at the end of the poem. Now let's look at the next stanza. Eternal I rise, impalpable, out of the land and the bottomless sea. So here the poet is talking about the beautiful rain and about the water cycle. And you must be very much familiar with this word water cycle, as you have studied in your lower classes. How the water rises up. Now this is a meaning given here about the water cycle that is described by the poet, that how the water rises up as vapor from the sea. As we know that the sea water, it gets heated by the sun, and then the vapor is formed, and that vapor, it rises up from the sea and it goes up, it forms clouds and comes back to the earth in the form of rain. So this is the evaporation process, is explained by the poet in a very beautiful language. So a short question may be asked, okay, so what do you mean by evaporation? Or mention the evaporation process. So you have to write like this, that the hot water, that vapor from the sea, it goes up, forms cloud, and when it cools down, it comes back to the earth in the form of the rain. And here the poet has very beautifully described about it. So what is rain telling? Eternal I rise. Now what is eternal? It means forever. Every time I rise upwards, so the vapors form from the water bodies and rises upwards towards the sky. So every time the rain, it rises, the water rises upwards, and so the vapor forms from the water bodies, they rise upward towards the sky. I rise impalpable. Now what is impalpable? Something that is very difficult to touch, or you cannot touch it. So here you cannot always touch the water vapors that are forming in the sea and going upwards. Out of the land and the bottomless sea. Now here bottomless sea means a very huge, a very vast sea. Okay, and it has a lot of water in it. So from where are these vapors coming? They are coming from different water bodies on the land, like rivers, lakes, pond, and from the vast sea. Upward to heaven. So where all this water vapor is going? It is going upward to the sky, means it is going towards heaven. Whence vaguely formed. Now here whence means where, and vaguely formed. Vaguely means something that is not very clear. Now remember this word vaguely. Vaguely means what? Which is not very clear. And here whence means where. So they form different shapes as clouds in the sky. The vapor which from the earth, it goes into the sky, and they form different shapes as clouds in the sky. And we cannot define the shape of the cloud. They are just vaguely formed. Okay, vaguely means not very clearly formed. They are formed in one shape or other. Altogether change and yet the same. So the water vapors goes up from the clouds, and these vapors are there in the form of clouds. The shape is change, the form is change, but everywhere it is the same, means the water is water itself. The water does not changes. It does not change, only the shape or size have change. I descend to lave the draughts, atomies, dust layers on the globe. Now just pay attention. I descend to lave the draughts, atomies, dust layers on the globe. Now what is the meaning of descend? It means coming down. Descending means what? To come down. So after forming clouds, and when they become heavy, they start falling down as rain. We know that when this water vapor, it goes into the sky, and when they form clouds, and when they cool down, they start falling in the form of rain. To lave the droughts. Now what is lave? Lave means to wash or to clean the droughts. What is droughts? An area which is fully dry without water. We know now this, we are familiar with this word drought. Okay, so drought means area which is dry without water. So when the rain falls, it washes and cleans the dry areas and also the atomies. Now here atomies means tiny particles, dust layers of the globe. So everything, wherever there are tiny particles, dust or dry area, everything that is cleaned by the water that comes down in the form of rain. So in other words, we can say that whenever there is rainfall, so these dust particles, they are washed away. So every part of the globe, now globe means here earth, gets rain. We know whenever there is rainfall, so every part of the earth, it gets rain. So that is why it is saying that I descend to lave the droughts, atomies, dust layer of the globe. So whenever there is rainfall, the dust particles are washed away, the dry areas, they become wet, and the whole earth changes its scenario after the rainfall of the earth. Thanks for watching the video and have a nice day.